What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Take Time Out, episode number 42. 42 of them. The NFL season, man, it's coming to a close. Makes me sad in a way. But we had some football go down this weekend. Might be a little behind on this, but try to think back as best as you can. We'll start with the 49ers, Lions. Any takeaways you had? Anything that really stuck with you, or anything that's going to move into next week as well? So, I mean, I'll start. Brock Purdy, when it mattered most. I mean, I don't think me and James did a duo podcast last week, and I think we talked about it a little, but how clutch he was on the last drive. Well, that carried over into the second half of this game. When it mattered most, people, like, it just baffles me that people will, glorify a dude like Patrick Mahomes, or I'm not trying to call it Patrick because I've been doing that a lot, if you know me, but just guys that, are high picks. But then you got a guy who's Mr. Irrelevant, and they're talking about him preying on his downfall. So just a great game, but I was glad to see Brock Purdy win and do all the things that he did. And I'll leave the rest to you guys because I know there's some takeaways from this game, but I'll leave it up to y'all, man. I'm not going to get too controversial, me personally.
So I'll start off. I think I come full circle on Brock Purdy. I don't think he's as bad as I said at the beginning of the year. This is by far the biggest win of his career, not just the game, but how he won this game. I mean, coming down by 2 scores, it was something that I really didn't think that this San Fran offense was going to be able to do. And that brings me into my biggest point about this game, and it's Dan Campbell. I know it's already been harped on enough, but when you have a chance to go up 3 scores against a team that has not shown, outside of last week, they came back down 1 possession. Outside of that, this is a team that does not know how to come back from being down. And even Kyle Shanahan's records before this run that they've been on, it's been like 0-30 when they're down by 7 points in the fourth quarter. When you have an opportunity to go up 3 possessions on a team that really doesn't know how to fight back, I think you have to take your points right there. And even later on in the game, they had a chance to take their points and tie up the game, and they chose not to. They went for it again and didn't get it. So I think those 2 plays alone, they're not all of the difference, but they are the biggest difference between why the Lions lost this game.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a Brock Purdy hater. I think that he's talented enough, as we've seen, to get the team to the Super Bowl. But this team is pretty much the same as what they had last time they played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. So, I don't know. I don't really take it as in okay, Brock Purdy's a top 5 quarterback. I don't look at it like that. I still think he's a little bit above a game manager, but I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and give him all this praise, kind of like Dom did, just because it's the same offense, and you got all these all pros, and McCaffrey this time around. So I understand that he made some plays at the end of the game. I mean, that's what your quarterback's supposed to do. But we're talking about, a lucky helmet catch. We're talking about McCaffrey kind of putting the team on his back, getting those touchdowns. There's a lot more that goes into it than just Purdy for me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And the one thing I did want to, because I did have Brock Purdy in my top 15, I didn't catch no hate for that, surprisingly. But what he did with his legs, I thought
that was
mattered
a big
lot
factor,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy to just see him run for that much. But
yeah, I had 3 big takeaways I seen from this game. One of them was Brock Purdy's rushing in the second half. I don't know what his line was set at before the game, but I know in the last 2 drives of the game, Brock Purdy using his feet and got I think in both drives alone 20 yards rushing. And some of them came on big third downs. So I was really impressed with that. And if Brock Purdy can add some of that to his game, which is something I did not know he had, he looked fast out there. That was one thing I really took. So I'm on the Brock Purdy train for now. I think he's a top 15 quarterback for sure. I would like to see some of that more upside in the rushing, because that definitely opened a new aspect when the field's open, your people are covered, and you can just scramble out. Another takeaway I had was something kind of Nate said with Dan Campbell. He's been a great coach all year. He's been known as the aggressor. but we all knew it was going to come up and bite them sometime this year, and it happened to be the most important game of the year for them. I mean, if you take away there was 2 drives, one with down on 4th and 3, Nate was talking about right before half, take the 3 points, go up 3 scores. It's 4th and 3. But instead, it's a long 4th and 3 too. Instead, he goes for it and results in not getting it. It's a 2-score game. And then at the end of the game, they had one more drive, 4th and 1, to at least tie the game, and he didn't take it. So the Lions played their heart out, but man, the coaching adjustments by the 49ers in that second half really stopped that offense, and then their offense came to life, and I think that was the biggest difference in this game.
Yeah, because we were watching the game, and you're like, did they just go for it again?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they didn't get it. And that was like, you kind of knew right then and there that the game was over for the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Because
all momentum was flipped.
The whole momentum was on the Niners side. It was at home. They got the crowd back into the game, which is like, it's just a big factor when you're playing in big games like that.
Facts, and then, I mean, at the end of the day, 34-31, if you take those 2 field goals, you win.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and I think both these games this past weekend showed, like, if there's any believers out there that, like, momentum's not really a thing and it's all about skill, and, man, if this week showed you anything, it was that momentum is real. Like, it really matters. Into the Chiefs beating the Ravens 17-10. I won't stick on it too long, but I just feel like, just like Nate talked about, with the 49ers struggling to play behind, they got it done this game. But I don't think the Ravens' offense, even this new offense, is built to play behind. So when they're down like that, they completely switch up their game style. Second half, they didn't run the ball anymore. They didn't show any calmness. Like, Lamar was not playing calm at all, and they were flustered, and they stopped running the ball. That was my biggest take. Like, what the heck? Like, how'd you get here? And then you give 5 carries to your dudes, so it's tough. I mean, you are behind, but it could completely change the game if you ran the ball, I think.
My biggest takeaway from this game is, I mean, I've been saying it all year, that the Ravens are regular season merchants. When they get in big games like this, you look at the amount of points that they scored in these games, it's no more than 20. And you can't win in the playoffs like that. You know, your defense held the Chiefs to 17 points. This is a game that you should be winning. But when your only touchdown came off of a broken play in the first quarter? Was that second quarter? Something like that. I mean, they had opportunities towards the end of the game, but, I mean, with the Zay Flowers fumble and then all the penalties that they had on big drives, it's just, I don't know, this team looked undisciplined. They got popped in the trenches, it seemed like, almost every single play, and they didn't seem like they were ready for this big of a game.
My biggest takeaway is Spags on the defensive end for the Chiefs. I think they came in with a great game plan. It also helps, as you said, that they barely ran the ball. But I don't know, the Chiefs did a great job of just shutting things down once they got adjusted in the second quarter. So I'm curious to see on how this Chiefs defense responds to the 49ers, and I'm sure we'll talk about that next week, but it'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think my biggest takeaway in this game, and James, you've been saying it a little bit this year, but it's just this Chiefs defense, man. I mean, this Ravens team was hot, probably one of the most hottest team coming into this game, and that Chiefs secondary locked them down. I mean, yeah, Lamar didn't play the greatest, but not all of it was his fault, and as much as hate as he's getting, it really wasn't all on him. I mean, if you watch some of the receivers in this game, there was not a lot of separation, forcing hard throws for Lamar, and then the O-line for the Ravens was also terrible. So my biggest thing is this Chiefs defense. Like, I mean, when you have Patrick Mahomes on the offensive side of the ball, he can make plays with anybody. But then you got that lockdown defense. I mean, the whole game, the secondary was locking up the Ravens receivers, besides maybe Zay here and there.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest takeaway. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, I just would like to see a different approach, man. I mean, I hope they learned a lesson. I don't know if it was Lamar or if it was the OC, but just when you're down and you're that good of a team, you got to stick to your game plan. Maybe if you're not that good, you got to start throwing, but to just throw your whole identity out the window and, like, just be like, screw it. I mean, we just got to go pass attack here. It's tough. I mean, we've seen it so many times, and playing with the home crowd, you can get them big runs, and that's momentum gainer right there. But enough of the losers, man. The losers of last week. It's Super Bowl time. And with the Super Bowl comes many storylines. It's the biggest part of the Super Bowl. Gets people interested, gets people going. So I got a list of some storylines. If you're in on it, just tell me what you're excited about, anything that you got from it. But, yeah, we'll go down a couple, and then we're going to play some Jeopardy. NFL Jeopardy. So my first storyline. What's the biggest storyline for you personally? Like, personally, going into the Super Bowl, out of all the players, all the coaches, all the outside things, what's the biggest storyline? Mine would be Brock Purdy, like I've talked about. I banged it home enough, but I'm just behind the kid, man. I mean, I like his composure off the field. I like the way he plays because he's 6 foot and I'm 6 foot, like stuff like that, man. I mean, I'm just excited to watch him play. And my biggest storyline is, like, if he gets a ring, I mean, what's that say about the team that you build around your QB? How really important is that? So that's the biggest storyline to me.
For me personally, I think it's just the Chiefs are the Chiefs. As long as they have Andy Reid at number 15, like, you're going to see this team playing in a lot of championship games. We've doubted them, especially towards the beginning of the season, because it seemed like they had no receiving help at all. But even someone like MVS last week made the game-winning catch.
Big plays, yep.
You know, so that was just my biggest takeaway is that, like, the Chiefs are here to stay. If you don't like it, I'm with you, but there's nothing you can do about it other than beat them.
Yep.
My storyline is honestly someone no one's really talking about is Christian McCaffrey. Just like his career resurgence from going from Carolina to this team. And I think he has a strong chance of getting Super Bowl MVP, if he finds the end zone a couple times, like he always does. So just to kind of see, the underdog white boy, get there, kind of what Dom was talking, like any of us just seeing ourselves in those shoes as when we were kids, just be kind of a cool storyline to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, you guys said everything I was going to say. First one I was going to say was the Brock Purdy. Just being the last pick in the draft and doing what he's doing is something obviously no one would have seen 2 years ago when he was first drafted. Not even a thought. So it's really good seeing a kid like that. That's basically our age out there, literally in the Super Bowl, carrying this team. Not carrying, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then I like what James said with the McCaffrey thing. I know a lot before the season there was a lot of talks on running backs ain't valuable, and then even this trade with McCaffrey, people seen it as like Panthers might have won this, but I mean Christian McCaffrey career resurgence. I mean this boy's been balling out this year, and I think he does have a good chance to be in the MVP. One other thing I would like to maybe storyline is the Chiefs offense. I mean, like Nate said, you guys basically took everything. Just the playmakers showing up. One thing for the 49ers, I think they really need to hinder down on Travis Kelce. He can't be having games like that every single week. And I know before the season ended, Travis Kelce was struggling actually really hard to even put up like 60 yards. So I'd like to see the 49ers make that adjustments, but till then, that's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's get into a couple. So, Mahomes, if he was to win the Super Bowl, he would have 3 rings. What group does that move him into in terms of football and all sports? So, when you talk about him, like what group would that move him into? For me personally, he's not GOAT yet, not that standard, but he moves into like the Kobe's. I like to play into a different sport. Like he's at that next level where people talk about him and you just know, yeah, he was that dude. He dominated a decade. He dominated this long. Like that's where he would move him into in football and in all sports because it crosses over, man. I mean, we talk about the GOATs and they all go hand in hand, walking together. So anything from that storyline, does that get you going at all or anything?
No, I mean, that's a good comparison. I think if you're looking at like a football, hierarchy?
Yeah.
Brady is at the top by himself because nobody did what Brady did. Then you start getting into quarterbacks like Peyton Manning. I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is there, but probably like Peyton Manning, John Elway, like quarterbacks that have won multiple championships. I think he's right there in that tier with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of already put him in this tier just by ability alone, but I think he's in that tier with Montana, Manning, Rodgers, just kind of like you said, for basketball-wise. I don't think he's touched Kobe greatness unless he does win this one. But, I mean, I can put him in, you know, I want to say Shaq, but it's just kind of hard to say. Like, I don't know. Like, someone maybe like, you know, like a Tim Duncan.
Right.
That maybe, I don't know. It's a bad comparison. But
I get what you're
Kobe's
saying.
like a top 5 all time. And just
No, it's not a bad comparison because Tim Duncan, face of the franchise. Now, maybe it's a bad comparison and he's not talked about enough, and everybody talks about Mahomes, but he is the cornerstone of a franchise that is – I don't want to get into another storyline. I mean, we can touch on it now. This is a storyline. Chiefs now a dynasty. If they enter that 3 rings,
100%.
they got to be a dynasty, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because if we talk about the 90s Cowboys as a dynasty, they really only won 3. That's a dynasty. Everybody talks about it. So I think winning this one makes them a dynasty. People were a little early on it, but this one does it for me. I mean, even making it almost does it for me.
I think win or lose, it's still a dynasty.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
they've
just the
been
4th
playing-
year in a row they
They've
went to
been
the
playing
championship.
championship games since we were in middle school. Like, this team has been good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about under the helms of Patrick Mahomes, though.
Yeah.
Dynasty.
What was that, 2019? So
Yeah.
we were still in school. Yeah, like this is a dynasty. I
Yeah.
mean, I hate to say it. It's disgusting coming out of my mouth, but it's true.
I think it said it. Like, I compared them like Golden State. I was like, this is the next Golden State of the NFL, just because they're just constantly in the championship over and over, bro. And like, I'm even praying on their downfall, and they still pull it out and win, man. So,
Yeah.
100% a dynasty.
Yeah, I think that's almost when you know it's a dynasty is when you catch yourself just want to see it not happen. That's how you kind of know, yeah, they're here.
Let me just say something real quick. I think it might be a controversial take, but I think when it's all said and done, when you look at Brady versus Mahomes and you kind of look at LeBron versus Jordan, I think Brady will kind of have that MJ comparison, you know, like has the rings, you know, all that stuff, had the great teams, came into a system, right? Now, hear me out.
I'll hear you out.
Now, Brady was 7-2 in the Super Bowls, so like basically undefeated. Mahomes is already 2-2, 2-2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know, LeBron is also 4-6.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of look at it like that, but I think Mahomes has more talent than Brady ever will have. And I
Right.
think LeBron has more talent than Jordan will ever have. So I'm saying at the end of their careers, I could see it kind of being something similar to that. If, you know, Mahomes ends up having 4 to 5 rings and Brady has 7, you're like, the conversation will always be, oh, he has the rings. But does he
yeah.
have the ability just like LeBron?
Right.
So, like, that's just all I'm going to say.
I agree with the whole entire thing he said, besides the comparison of Tom Brady and LeBron. And the only reason I'm saying that,
It was
mean an
Tom
MJ?
Brady and Jordan.
Tom Brady and Jordan, sorry. And the only reason I'm saying that is because they both came in the league at the same time. Like, did Tom Brady come in 2001? Is that when it was?
Yeah, so
And then so did LeBron come in
Yeah.
2001. I just think the longevity of being great is what I would compare Tom Brady to LeBron. That's the only reason.
Oh,
I
Yeah, I mean, you also
Yeah.
have that, but I'm just, I realize that and I respect that. I'm just saying, if you were to take, like, you know, 2 things,
But I
like
know
with
what
the
you're saying, and I
rings
agree with everything
and the
else.
ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, the longevity kind of throws off both sides because
Yeah.
they're both on different ends. So.
Mhm.
Wait till the days we get called old heads for saying Tom Brady's the GOAT.
yeah.
I
Because
think
all this new generation is gonna think Mahomes is the GOAT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think just personally for us, I mean, we seen it not too long ago with Seth in the group chat. I'm a group chat lurker, so I keep receipts just like
He
him. and
doesn't
stuff.
watch the podcast, he won't hear it.
Yeah, he said like, no, if and I think he was being serious. I mean, you can't tell half the time, but I think he was. If he don't reach that 7 ring mark, I mean, he's not the GOAT. And like you were talking about, that is going to be the conversation, and that's the conversation we're always going to have with MJ and LeBron. And it's so true, because if he doesn't reach that mark, there'll be so many people saying, well, it's all about the rings, man. So
See, but I don't think it is all
I don't-
about the rings.
I don't either.
It's more that football is more of a team sport than any other sport.
Yeah.
100%.
You need
If
some
you
of
want to
the
bring
things.
up rings, it matters more in basketball.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, and even like we were talking about it, Greg Olson. Greg Olson at the end of that Lions game, he just talked about, like, think of the 1 second or the 1 yard or you name it. That tight end for the Lions stepped out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah.
First catch of the whole season, steps out of bounds at the 1. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
how many seconds? Like, it's crazy. Like, football can come down to minute things like that. It's such a team
Because
sport.
Laporta needed a breather.
Yeah, I know.
It's just crazy how things like that happen.
It's nuts.
You know,
man.
like Mahomes can't dictate that.
Mm-mm.
Brady can't dictate that
Nope.
if your guy needs a breather. So it definitely is a team game.
Mm-hmm. All right. Andy Reid, 3 rings. Does that put him in your Mount Rushmore of coaches?
Yes.
I think so. I
think
think he's
so.
probably 4, but yeah, he's still up there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that is a big storyline because people are talking about retirement, all that. I mean, dude's done had a heck of a career, man. I mean, the tomato's here. He's here to stay. Couple 49ers ones, and then we'll hop into Jeopardy. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant versus Taylor Swift. So 2, like that's the storyline. We almost had Eminem versus Taylor Swift, but that is a storyline. I mean, you might not be that interested in it personally, but I mean, it is a storyline. Mr. Irrelevant versus Taylor Swift. That's a cool one. Kyle Shanahan getting over the hump. This is a slept-on one for me because Kyle Shanahan has talked about for having a tree of coaches come off of his system, but him himself never got over the hump. This is chance, man. That's a big storyline for the coaching world. Is to see Kyle Shanahan get one. So, seeing his boy McVay get one. So, it's like all your little people that you brought up, they're all getting rings, and you're just sitting back like, but it's time. So
this is real quick. This is the thing that I want to talk about this game real quick because I didn't see the Ravens doing this enough, and it has to do with running the ball. But going into the second half of that game, I think the time of possession was like 22 minutes or 23 minutes Chiefs, and then like 7 or 8 minutes to the Ravens.
mm-hmm.
If you're going to be the Niners and you're Shanahan and you want to get over this hump, you have to control the game. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. If you not control time of possession in this game, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that in real quick because I feel like that's going to be the biggest factor looking into
yeah.
the preview of the Super Bowl.
You know what was crazy about that game against the Lions? He's talking about 17 points is doable. Well, he had a more than that lead on the Patriots at one point, and we've seen how that went.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows all about the comebacks, and he knows about game control. So I hope all that goes well for him, and he figures it out, man. Hoping the best for it. But all right, man, let's hop into the Jeopardy.
All right, so I'm going to put this computer out there for you guys to see.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen is we'll start with Nate, and we'll kind of go down. If you mix the question, it'll go to the next person beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you miss the question, you'll lose those amount of points that you choose. Once the board's complete, we'll kind of see who our winner is. Just need to...
Can you go into the negatives at all?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So...
And it's shoot until you miss, right? So, like, if Nate
Mhm.
gets one right, he keeps going.
Yeah.
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 That's what I thought.
Dom, how do-
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you shoot till you miss, man.
Make it take it.
Make it take it.
Dom,
That's real
show me how
Jeopardy
to how to
I like that.
screen record on here. I've done it before, but
I think it's
it was in this
command. Do you remember, Nate?
No, we
Oh,
gotta look
it's-
it up real quick. It's you gotta hit like 3 buttons.
yeah, I do
Command Shift
remember
5
that.
or something like that.
Intermission.
If I leave this in, bear with us. But the Minnesota Vikings. Let's talk about them for a
I
second.
might not even get it to me if y'all know everything.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. I did no preparation for this,
Oh,
I
so
didn't
I'm
either.
probably cooked.
press Shift Command.
And I'm not a big
5.
history guy. I'm not good with my history. None of that.
That's screen. That's a screenshot.
You gotta keep them entertained while I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, if I do leave this in, like I was talking about, the Vikings. You know. Well, actually, let's talk about the
It
Celtics.
says just click
So
that
what I
button.
seen last night, man.
There ain't no way you're gonna leave this in.
No, I might.
Okay.
Just hear me out. What I seen last night was kind of disgraceful, man. I mean, Joe Maz, man. We've been riding with this man for 2 years now. it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster among roller coasters. He's great one game, then we get blown out by the Clippers, and Tatum's in the press conference is talking about Joe and how bad he was, stuff like that. That comes back to the fans as well. We're wondering what's next. I mean, we brought in the assistants behind them to try to bolster this, but like last night, your rotations are all out of whack, man. Like, you're running a bunch of dudes out there with Tatum, no point guard. We're not getting them the ball. I mean, we're just lucky to come out with a Pelicans win right now. And without Porzingis, he's just our X factor. Like, have you noticed that, Kai? Like, if we don't have Porzingis, that is our X factor. Like, without him, it's I don't see us beating anybody in the East, and I'm scared because he's so injury prone. That's biggest reason why many people didn't go towards him. So it's scary to be a Celtics fan right now because you see just the groundwork of past years, how it's worked out for us. It's scary to be a Celtics fan, especially when you're the favorite. When you're the favorite,
it's great to be a Cavs fan right now.
It is, yeah.
Cavs fans been heating, and last night was a big test against the Clippers.
Yeah, Kenny Beecham from Through the Wire podcast, he had a whole like article today about Sam Merrill.
Yeah, that boy is like
he's a hooper.
He's like a golden gem on our bench, man. I didn't know he was gonna be like that. That was like the shooter we wanted all year too. Like that's what we signed Max Stress to be.
Yeah,
and he's been basically hooping like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know the Cavs side of things. I guess we can talk for a second while I pull it up. Like them boys, what's their stretch right now? They haven't lost like. Out of like the last 12 games, they've lost like what, one, if that.
Have quick time.
Like, I don't know the exact numbers.
They
but
lost to the Bucks, that was it?
Yeah, and they just been hooping. This was about Garland and Mobley. We got
Mobley
Mobley
was back
last night
yep.
for the Clippers game, and he looked pretty good, solid. First game back, obviously.
Rusty offensively, but besides that, he's just additive.
I've been seeing him. He's been working on this outside game, and if that boy can develop a shot, that'd be fire. But
what's crazy is he had knee surgery and comes back in 3 weeks. Like,
really? I didn't know it was knee surgery.
Well,
it was like a mini knee surgery, and they were just because I was watching the beginning of that game before the Celtics came on. And, it's crazy.
Command shift.
Because we're not doing the NBA podcast this episode, so if I leave this in, that was our NBA talk, man.
I think the Cavs are the hottest team in the league right now.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. That was the two hottest teams in the league that played last night, Clippers and Cavs.
I thought we were going to lose that game. That was the one game I thought we were going to lose, like before the game started. And I don't know.
Because he put his pulls up to record.
Yeah, mine pulls up like this, and then you just click on.
But his says capture.
What the?
Record, yeah, I got it.
Little technical difficulties, but hey, that's what happens when you have a bunch of 20-year-olds with technology. We figure it out pretty quickly.
Okay, cool.
Tatum's hooping.
Tatum is?
Yeah, him and Derek White. 19 for Derek, 21 for Tatum.
You said 19 for Derek?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let me get 6 more. We'll be
all right, we are
having
good to go.
But they're also blowing them out by 18 right now.
That's good to go. So, put it right here. Whenever you're ready, Nate, you can...
Pick a category.
And I will want a what is the answer.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting technical.
All right, let me... what is teams for 100? Is that how you play Jeopardy?
Yes.
Teams for 100. Which team has gone to the AFC Championship the past 5 years in a row?
What is the Kansas City Chiefs?
That's correct.
Bang, bang.
Shoot your shot, you miss it, boy.
What is teams for 200 points?
Which team choked a 33 to nothing lead last year?
No.
We don't get the questions wrong if we miss, right? If it comes to us?
No, we get it.
We get it.
Sure.
What is the Indianapolis Colts?
That is correct.
I was thinking the Chargers playoff game too. That's where I was getting.
Minnesota Vikings, baby. I knew that one.
I just remember Jeff Saturday being the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do what is random for 100 points.
Come on, Nate. Let's go for some big points.
Hey.
Which team scored the most points in the game so far this season?
What is the Miami Dolphins?
That is
Nobody will
correct.
score 70 probably for a while.
Correct.
All right. Let's do jersey numbers for 200 points.
Oh,
And then I'll go for a bigger one after this.
5 for the Bengals.
Wow, that's so hard for you.
Whoa.
What is T. Higgins.
That is correct.
That's crazy.
Nate's off to
Of
a
course it
fiery
is.
start
I'm
right
Bengals
now,
fan.
guys.
Shooting flames out of his behind.
What is jersey numbers for 500?
Oh, he's getting cocky. He's getting
Yeah,
cocky because I don't know if he's going to
well.
know this one. Number 15 for the Chargers.
I know this one.
Do you?
I think so.
I don't think he wears number 15. I think
I think I
wears
know.
number 9. What is Quentin Johnson?
That is incorrect.
Minus 500.
So do I lose 500 if I get it wrong too?
No, I don't think you do.
Oh, it's free money now. Okay.
Can I go after this though? If you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It goes.
Just to.
And if you don't get it, then
Then it goes to Dom.
no.
Back, like the next question goes to Dom.
I have
just
I have
wash.
my next
I know,
guess.
like it washes, but the next question.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
I have my next guess.
This is Mike Williams. I have no idea.
Incorrect.
So I have a couple names. 15 is obviously a skill player.
I think that's where it gets you.
I think it's Joshua Kelly.
That is incorrect.
What was it?
Cameron
No,
Dicker.
yeah.
Dicker the kicker?
It is. Dicker the kicker.
I was going to say Easton Stick.
Dicker the kicker coming out here with 15.
All right, Dom, the board is yours.
What number is Joshua Kelly, though? I thought that was a good guess.
All right, let's do a slight. Let's do coaches for 200.
Oh, he's number
What
two.
is coaches for 200?
My fault. I didn't mean not interrupt. He was 25, not 15.
Okay. Which head coach got fired after having their defense give up 63 points this season?
Am I tripping?
It's a trick question.
It is a trick question. Which coach fired was.
How's that a trick question?
Do, 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 do. This is, am I tripping right now?
I think you
You're
are
tripping.
overthinking it.
You were tripping
I know this one like
You
a
were
lock in the back of
hammering
my
this
head.
one
I'm waiting
home.
for you to miss it.
all season.
We were hammering this. Oh, it's Brandon Staley.
Dang, you trying to win or are you
No,
trying
that's
No,
all
I'm
right.
trying
That's
to
all right.
win.
I appreciate him.
I just feel like he should have been the one that known
Yeah,
that more than
I
anyone.
started that.
I'm not going to lie. I would have missed that. I was going with the Raiders coach.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I forgot that they got blown out like that. But the Raiders are the one that blew them out, though, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And got them fired.
Yeah.
Yep, it was that.
But they got
we
that
came
was
in
with the new coach after the other guy got fired.
Yep.
We came in that Thursday doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. All right, random for 200.
Which team has potential 2 top 10 picks in this year's draft?
The Bears.
The Bears.
I can see what you mean by it was done like mid-season.
Yeah.
'Cause the potential part.
Okay. Let's go teams 300.
Teams 300. Which team went from one of the worst teams in the NFL to a playoff team? They ended up being a playoff team.
Yep. This is the Packers.
No.
No?
Packers weren't one of the worst teams last year.
Oh, and then
Gun to your head, what's your
last
answer,
year.
Kevin?
Wait,
Sorry.
one of the worst teams last year?
One of the worst teams
Last
last year.
year.
Think about draft picks. And
And then to this year? Yeah, it's the Lions all day.
no. It was not
From
the
last year?
No, they were.
Because the Lions were dog shit
Lions.
last
No, the
year.
Lions were
They're like
9-8.
They were
Yeah.
9-8 last year.
Was I thinking? I'm tripping, bro. Because wasn't the year before they were like horrible?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the year before that. Yeah. Should be.
I should have took more time to think about
What
that.
is the Houston Texans?
That is
That's
correct.
I'm such an idiot.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even think
I was
about
thinking
it.
the Lions too.
I was thinking the beginning of the year. I'm stupid.
All right, since nobody can.
Oh, it's my turn though, right?
It is your turn. The board is yours, Kyler.
We got 3 100s. We got 200 left.
I'm like scared of stadiums, bro. I'm not going to touch
I'm so
stadiums.
I'm so scared of them.
Let's do.
You might as well get over your fear
Holy
now.
shit, these are hard. Let's do random for 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which quarterback has stepped up when the team's rookie starting quarterback went down with an injury?
Jake Browning.
No.
Is that wrong though?
Rookie.
Bro, you need to listen to the
Oh,
question.
let me go again because I didn't see rookie. I'm
Listen to the question. I'm gonna let it slide since your first one.
Okay.
This is the first
Yeah,
time on the
yeah.
board.
Yeah.
I'll just listen.
I didn't see
Which
rookie.
quarterback
I'm
has
retarded.
stepped up when the team's rookie starting quarterback went down with an injury for the season?
Oh, Gardner missed you then.
That's
Sorry,
correct.
I'm so sorry. I didn't see rookie.
Sorry,
I
man.
get a little default point here.
Okay.
Get on the board.
Okay. I'm gonna let it slide because it's your first time.
Okay. Honestly, since I did that, we'll go to stadiums for 200. Since I wanted to be a idiot.
Who plays at Hard Rock Stadium?
Dude, I don't know stadiums. Why the fuck did I?
Oh, this
pick
one's
that?
easy, man.
This one's easy, bro.
This is a casino, man. You should know this.
No, don't trick him now. Don't trick him. Don't trick him.
Hard, bro. Why the? See, I just wanted to lose. That's what I'm playing for.
Man plays Madden all the time.
I know, but I don't know.
Big logo.
Think of the
outside.
Madden cards, bro. The stadium cards. The
Hard
ones.
Rock. All right, give me like 30 seconds. Hard
I know this
Rock
one.
Stadium. Like I got idiot to everybody. Dude, I don't know.
Wow, we're going to need.
It's literally a
guess.
1 through 32 guess because I don't even know the Browns stadium name, to be honest.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
All right, we're going to need a guess.
Let's name a team.
Broncos.
Incorrect.
What is the Miami Dolphins?
That is correct, Nathaniel.
I'm never touching stadiums again.
I've been there. I've been there, that stadium. That's probably why I knew it, though.
That is correct. So Nathan, with those points, you are now in the lead.
Come on, Nate. Go stadiums.
And you are on the board.
Nate might know stadium.
What is Stadiums 100?
Oh, you're right.
100.
He's going to know all
Who
of them.
plays at U.S. Bank Stadium?
What is the Baltimore Ravens?
Huh? Huh?
No.
I knew it wasn't them, but I really don't know who it is. I knew it wasn't the Ravens, though. This is U.S. Bank, man. This is the Vikings.
That is correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I honestly.
Why can we get
don't
into
know
Browns questions? The Vikings got a Vikings question.
that one. No, there's probably there's definitely probably a Browns question.
Board is yours.
All
Still
right,
got
man.
two 100s up there. If you guys want to knock them out or
Yeah, might as
want
well.
to tackle some of these 500s.
I feel like you can get a jersey for $100.
I don't know.
Bro,
they-
give me random for 400, man.
Okay.
They're
Let's
trying
run
to
it.
say I was conservative.
Which player has been fined for not wearing socks in a game?
Oh, this is A.J. Brown. Oh, he wore pink socks.
I got it. Tyreek Hill, come on.
That is correct, Kyler.
Bro, he
Let's
wore
go.
pink socks, though.
Come on.
Don't
Just
forget
like that. Kyler
What's
takes the
up?
lead.
Back in, it's my question too, right?
I
is.
didn't know
Let's
about
go.
that. Did it like make him faster or something?
No, it was like one game this season. He got fined for it. I remember him. He
That's a wild move, man.
That's random.
Let's go for teams for 500.
Teams for 5.
He's selling.
I'm not selling.
Oh, wait. Take my points away, James.
Oh, my bad.
I'm not cheating.
Ooh, this one might be
That was
easy.
400, right?
I picked 500.
I know, but Dom, that was
Yeah,
a
that's
400.
400. Yeah, but mine's 200.
I think I know that question though.
You might have to wait till you hit another 400
Yeah,
changes.
yeah, but-
we know what his score is. It's
Yeah.
mine 200. Just keep it at 300 for now, and then we'll figure it out from there.
It was teams for 500, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Since 2007, what team has been above 500 every year?
2007. I mean, obviously, I have my pick. Above 500 every year. What is the Pittsburgh Steelers?
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know how that was 500.
Do I have plus 400 to my name as well? So 1,600?
You have 1,200.
1,200.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Let's go. I'm glad I picked that one.
He is getting it.
All right, let's do jersey numbers for 100.
Okay. 17 for the Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
That is correct.
See, I don't even know if I would have known that.
I feel like I know jersey numbers pretty well. I'm going to go jersey number 300.
12 for the Vikings.
Ooh, that's a kind of.
I know this strictly because we went to the game in person.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, who's Tom Brady out there?
He's not no Tom Brady, you capping ass. He ain't no quarterback.
What?
Yeah, no, y'all got me questioning, so it's definitely a quarterback. What is, we're number 12. Was it halfway through the season? There's only two guesses I can think of. It's either going to be a rookie quarterback or it's going to be, what is Josh Dobbs?
That is incorrect.
Let's go. Let's go. What is Nick Mullins?
That is correct. Nathaniel.
That was.
So he looked like Tom Brady out there.
He did that
you,
game.
You gotta take his points away.
Which was that, 300?
Yeah.
All right, what is coaches for one hundo? Let's even the game right here.
Who's the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, what's his name, dude?
Oh,
He's cooked.
on a 100.
He's
I know this one.
He's cooked.
Why am I blanking on his name, man?
He's a black dude.
It's Mike Zimmer.
Bro, what is his name?
I'm gonna start down the clock. I'm gonna count from 20.
Bro, this is crazy.
I feel like such a sellout, dude. I feel like such a
15.
sellout. I'm gonna have to just pass this one to Dom. I genuinely can't come up with the name.
Dom,
I know
you're up.
exactly what he looks like.
Kevin O'Connell.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
See, I was thinking something.
Dom is
O'Reilly.
at
So I'm at
He's at
what was
0.
that word?
0.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that was 101. Go ahead, Dom.
All right.
Got a chance to win the game.
We gotta make a comeback, man. And I'm not confident in coaches or stadiums, so it's not looking good for me. But we're gonna warm it up with a teams for 400. What is teams for 400?
Which team came back from 27-0 in the wild card game last
Oh,
year?
this one's so easy.
Bro, I told you I'm not good with this stuff, man.
Playoffs last year in the wild card.
The lights are bright, like really bright.
Very bright.
This is 27-0. They came back and won. Why is this not talked about more?
It was crazy.
This is I'm not gonna waste our time here. This is the
You think about playoff teams last year, and if you're going to guess one of them.
all right. This is the I don't remember the Giants. I don't.
No, it was not.
Well,
What is the Jacksonville Jaguars?
It is
Oh,
to
yeah.
the Los Angeles Chargers.
All-time Brandon Staley choke jobs. I can't remember them. There's so many. That's why.
Kyler, the board is yours.
I suck.
All I'm saying is, if you miss one of these questions, it's back to even game.
I know. I'm gonna probably play it safe, so I'm gonna go coaches for 300.
Which Hall of Fame coach is expected, and he was pretty much fired at the end of the season?
I feel like there's so many. No, there's not really that many guesses. What is Bill Belichick?
That is
You're telling me it
correct.
wasn't Arthur Smith?
This is blasphemy.
Like, I'm scared to go
You might
for-
as well go jersey number since you.
I know, but like at the same time, like
I'm just saying.
I'm not touching it. I mean, my best option's a 400 plus, so because I'm not
Who's
touching
number
stadium.
60 for the Giants?
Yeah, let's do jersey numbers 400. I'm actually kind of feeling
I
confident.
hope
on
it is
that.
offensive lineman.
I really think you might get this one. It is hard, though. Number 9 for the Lions.
You thought I was gonna miss this one?
There's no way
You thought I was gonna miss it?
He's gonna miss it just because he's
I
saying
mean, that
this.
boy just cashed my money.
Yeah.
What is Jameson Williams?
It's not.
It's not Jameson Williams.
What?
Hold up.
What?
No.
I thought it was too.
No.
Oh.
Bro, that's why I looked at you, because you
I mean,
literally
obviously
just
I can't get it
questioned
right, but I'm gonna look it up now because I swear to God.
What? It's your turn. Pressure ain't on me.
All right, who has the honor of having Matthew Stafford's jersey number?
Right. It's true.
You're capping so hard.
Is it Jamison Williams?
Yeah, it is
That's not
Jameson.
what it says on here.
Oh. What's it say though?
That's
Yeah.
what he scored with. I was confused.
What's that number 18 jersey?
He's
Yeah.
supposed to switch.
It says he's number 9.
Yeah, he was number 9 that playoff
He was
game.
yesterday. I swear to God.
What's this say?
It says Josh Reynolds.
Look up Josh Reynolds. Ooh.
Will they switch mid-season or something?
They might have. That might be real. That's crazy though.
Josh Reynolds is number 8.
Oh, I must
So
have
Jameson-
messed
Yeah,
up.
that's
It
right.
has to
We're
be.
just gonna, leave it where it is,
Yeah.
and then Kyler, you're gonna get another chance.
All
My
right,
apologies.
That's fair.
I was like, this dude was screaming about him the other
That's
night.
what I was saying. I was so hyped.
Yeah.
All right.
That would have been funny if he was wrong.
This is where he sells it.
Oh God. Like I don't know many coaches, but I'm gonna go with coaches for 400.
Who's the current head coach of the Buffalo Bills?
Mm.
Went with
I feel
coaches,
like
man.
everyone in here knows this but me.
Think 9/11.
Their coach just got fired.
No, bro, stop. He didn't get fired.
Picked
Bro.
up their offensive coordinator. He's a coach.
He arguably should have been fired.
I should have went coaches. I should have went random.
Nate, if you missed this, you owe me $30.
All right.
For real.
I'm gonna stutter. I'm gonna butcher his name and then.
Frick me, dude. I don't know.
I'm gonna need a guess.
It's wrong, but I'm gonna shout him out because he's signed with my team now. What is Kevin Dorsey?
That's incorrect. Nate, you're up.
Who is Sean McDermott?
It is correct.
Oh my God, I'm such.
Hey, it wasn't that many points.
You're right. You're right. I mean, it was still 400.
Nate, the board is yours.
Let's
Chance to take the
do
lead.
stadiums for 300.
Who plays at Ford Field?
Who is the Detroit Lions?
It is correct.
Bang bang.
Nate, taking the lead.
No.
All right. So what's the most? If I miss this, I'm kind of screwed regardless. So
That's why you
I
guys-
have to make this one. Let's do what is stadiums for 400.
Who plays at Paycor
Oh.
Stadium?
What is the Cincinnati Bengals?
That is correct, Nate.
So dumb. We're giving questions to the people that own the team. Dom got 2 Vikings. Nate got 2 Bengals. There's gotta be just a fancy question in here.
Oh, and if I lose this, I'm still in the lead. Kylie doesn't get it. All right, so let's do what is. We might as well stick with the theme. What is stadiums for 500?
Who plays at MetLife
Oh
Stadium?
my gosh. That's
What
an easy
is the
one.
New York Jets and the New York Giants?
That is correct.
You need them to
We thought that was
miss.
gonna be a little trick question.
Did you need both of them for that to be right?
Yes.
Hey, look at me planning ahead.
So Nate won by default.
What is coaches for 500?
Yeah, he did.
Which coach had to get emergency surgery on their appendix this season?
the heck?
That's such a wild question.
That is wild. That's wild.
I'm just gonna go with someone. This might be messed up, but someone that has health problems. I'm gonna go. What is Ron Rivera?
That's crazy.
That's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
Trying to think if there was any point this season where there was like a step up from like an assistant coach. For
That's
a
what I'm
game.
saying. Like, what coach stepped away for maybe a week?
I
Or maybe
think it was just a week he stepped out, and it was midway through the season.
Oh.
And then Hent, I guess, is the defensive coordinator stepped in. I'm pretty sure.
I think I know the answer if it gets to me. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not drawing an answer. So
Me neither. I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears. I think.
that is incorrect.
Not that they.
Well, the Bears have
But
some
I need a
controversy.
coach's name. So.
Oh, you need his name?
Yeah, I need the coach's name that had.
Oh
the
yeah,
surgery.
duh. It's, yeah.
There's
Alright,
only
you
one
fools.
thing that I can even think of,
Incorrect.
and it's probably wrong.
I have a feeling you're about to get this.
I have a feeling it's right, but I also have a feeling it's really good wrong. What is Sean McVay?
No,
Damn it.
I
That
feel
was
like
a good
it's a
guess.
good team, isn't it?
it is a very good team.
Is it the Ravens?
Mike
Mike
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Oh, I got McVay. I thought it was like a mix sum.
They're all Mick or
I need a
Sean
McChicken.
or Mike.
All right, random 500. I'm gonna finish this out. Positive.
Strong.
Positive.
Which player wore a T-shirt and got fined $13,000 for saying
How is this
"F
500,
you,
bro?
Because
Dallas"?
I know this one right off the top of
How
my
is
head.
this a
Just
500?
props
bro?
to Twitter.
This is George Kittle.
That
Yeah.
is correct.
Bang bang.
Positive.
Yep, that should be like a
Positive. So
100.
congratulations to Nate Dogg for winning our Jeopardy.
First Jeopardy champ.
Hey, I like that.
Well, technically, I got
That's fun.
Jameson Williams right, so I mean, I would still lost. No
Well,
matter.
we gave
Still
you the
would've taken
points.
it out.
Oh yeah, you still would have took that up. You would have had 17.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, GG's, Nate. It was a
GG's.
competitive game.
Good stuff.
It was.
Good stuff. I
Stadiums
credit
are
this
good.
to all of his Madden Ultimate Team play.
Yep.
I think it really helped.
I think
him in the
Nate
back
went
end.
off the stadiums alone because that's what we was looking tweaking.
All right, man. That was a fun episode. We'll be back next week with all things Super Bowl, man. Maybe catch us on some best bets, man, because you know what time it is. It's prop bet
You
season.
know, we might have some bets coming in for next week. I mean, Super Bowl week. Let's
Yep.
just kind of predict how the game going to go.
And it's our last,
Big
it's our
football.
last weekend of football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, basically, because the Pro Bowl. I mean, if you watch it, that's cool. But I have
Can't wait for them to watch
interest in the Pro Bowl.
Dodgeball. Dodgeball was lit.
Yeah, I'll watch it on YouTube later
Yeah.
after. All right, man. It was real, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.